welcome to Limitless. Remember that this is a youthful show, so if you've just joined us for the first time, we are here for the young people. So on the show today, we'll be talking about dating and relationships. And of course, I'm not alone in the studio. I'm joined by the beautiful ladies.
Us.
Yes. So my name is Martha Sakala.
And my name is Evelyn Tembo.
Princess Chibesa here.
Mwaka Mwansa.
So last week on the show we had youth empowerment.
Yeah.
And we highlighted quite a lot of issues. We spoke about entrepreneurship, how someone can survive minus them being employed in the government, and how we youths of today shouldn't be too reliant on the government, but instead we should learn to stand on our own. So hey, you missed out a lot last week. But since you have joined us today, welcome.
So right, as I earlier said, today we're talking about dating and relationships. So guys, what is the difference between the two?
The two.
Or maybe how would you define dating? How would you define being in a relationship?
I would define dating as a date.
What is a date?
Take me out today and get to know me. That's a date where you just go out with. It can be a friend or someone that you intend to go into a relationship with. So I wouldn't say when two people are in a relationship, we say they are dating. No. Dating is just a process of getting to know someone that, maybe eventually you guys are going to start a relationship or marriage or courtship or whatever they say. Yeah.
All right, so I must say she's very calm today. Last week, hey, she was our superstar. She was the rock star last week. So, dating, I think this is when you're getting to know someone, why you tend to know the person, you get to have interactions, you go out, you eat, you come back, you take a walk. And yes, obviously you start to interact with the person. It's just a process of knowing someone more than you know the person.
On a deeper level.
Yeah, on a deeper level, like
so a relationship
really
is when you're now together. It's official.
After dating now.
Because you can go
together.
You can go on a date when you're in a relationship. I sound brand new, guys.
Yeah.
Evelyn.
I also think I'll go with what the ladies have said. Dating is more like you just date, you go out with this person, you want to get to know that person before you start a relationship with that person. You get so you just get to know what's your name, where you stay, stuff like that. Either a walk or you go out lunch or dinner. That I can call date. It's different from a relationship when you make things official to say. Yeah, when you make things official to say, okay, now we're a couple now. That's when a relationship.
How do we make things official? Do we go the old-fashioned way of, will you be my girlfriend?
Sometimes it just happens.
It just happens. Things don't happen. Relationships just don't happen. If a guy, if I go on a date with a guy, you guys, and then we get to know each other, and then he doesn't take the
next step,
I'll just say, hey, what are we doing next? Say, are we dating or are we going, are we starting a relationship or it's just, we'll forever be dating, just be going on dates. So, the old-fashioned way is nice. Just ask a girl, will you be my girlfriend? I say no. I should be able to say yes or no. So, yeah.
Okay, so now, what is the right age for someone to be in a relationship, or rather someone to go on a date?
Okay, I would say when someone is mature enough.
True.
That's when you can be in a relationship, when you are mature enough. But for dates, I would say even a teenager can start dating, because that person is only trying to get to know the person.
So if I'm 12 years old and I'm mature enough, I can be in a relationship?
You're 12,
you mentioned the aspect of
teenager.
Okay.
Yes.
But then I have seen people that are like 40 and they're not yet mature, so they're not ready to
be in a relationship.
No, they're not. I must say they're not. Because if you're not mature enough, then you can't handle certain things that will be coming your way in a relationship.
Certain things like
problems, arguments,
Commitment.
Yeah.
Oh, I found my voice, you guys.
So basically, that's that.
Okay, beautiful.
And what is the whole essence of being in a relationship? Do we do it for fun?
In a relationship.
When you're in a relationship, I don't think you'd want to be in a relationship for
For
fun.
fun.
But I would go on a date for fun. You get so.
Just to chop some food,
Yeah, I think it's the only
So
time
it's all
that you
about
get
the
the
food.
other food that you haven't, tasted before.
But
For Zambian girls, I mean. So.
okay,
It's not
But
for every
Mwaka
Zambian
is-
girl.
I wouldn't go on a date
Yes,
just
you're
to walk.
speaking on your behalf.
I'm
Mwaka,
speaking on
speak for
everyone's
yourself.
behalf.
No.
Speak for yourself.
Martha, you were on a date last week.
With who?
Me. You refused to go on a walk, on a walking date with me. You said you need food. Am I lying?
Energy levels were being drained.
See, Zambian girls.
But
who
I was
go on
with
dates
you, I
just
wasn't
to
with
go
a
eat.
guy.
Zambian girls.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
okay, but again, going back to being in a relationship, rather, I don't think it's something where you can just jump into like that and then boom, a relationship there we start. I think before you start a relationship, or rather being committed to somebody, you firstly have to be in alignment with yourself, because a relationship involves a lot of things. Kuli umaziwa shabe schedule. What time am I going to talk about this?
Well, what?
What time am I going to? Okay, example. I'll go for work. I'll do this. What time am I going to call him? Rather, what time am I going to talk to him? Or rather, you get when are we going to meet? So you firstly have to be in alignment with yourself first. You have to know what you want.
Alignment.
You have
Muline.
you have to be happy yourself before you're in a relationship to love the other. You firstly have to love yourself, because it is so dangerous for somebody to love you more than you love yourself, because we've got challenges that come our way in relationships, where when you find yourself, you're in love with yourself like less, and then somebody hurts you, you'd be like, but if you love yourself and you value yourself, you appreciate yourself more, you'll be like, okay, this person, I'm hurting, but I have to move on. I appreciate this person. Yeah, it's normal.
From there.
It's normal, but you don't have to. Ulila, yes, it's normal, but you don't have to be focused on that negative aspect of it all. You get it's normal, but you don't have to be focused on that negative aspect. You say no just because, or maybe nika fight, ka argument. You just have to be like, okay, before you forgive, or rather that person forgives you, you have to talk to yourself to say, okay, I'm sorry, Evelyn, please forgive me, thank you, and I love you. Because if you don't forgive yourself, rather, if that argument comes in...
At what point in the heartbreak or during the heartbreak are you supposed to look at yourself and say, Mwaka, you love yourself?
I think the very minute, yes, with us people, be like, hey, Chaniba, want to focus on the negative
So that's
side
the
of
time I
it
need to
all,
go and look
because
myself in the mirror and say, I love you, Mwaka. Nisha, I'm crying.
Mwaka, you hurt me today. I just have to go, okay, this is what Mwaka did.
Dangerous prayer.
Okay. No.
No.
Don't
The energy you give out is the energy that you're going to receive.
Exactly.
She looks like she has so much to say, but what else, when you're in a relationship, you go on a date, what are some of the things that we're supposed to do?
Eat.
Obviously. Eat and talk.
Okay, I
Have
think
some juice and ice cream.
Okay, what are some of the things that you can do on a date, and what are some of the things you do when you're in a relationship?
I think on a date, that's the process of getting to know someone, yeah?
Yeah.
So you might ask what, interests the person, what they like to do in their free time and stuff like that, so that when you guys start a relationship, eventually okay, this person doesn't like ABCD, this person likes to do this at this time, you get. So on a date, you just basically know each other, you guys. But
What about those who do like a first kiss on the date?
Yeah, if the energy is right, if the chemistry and the physics is okay, you guys, you can. But if you guys are not in the same njeja waperera mpeki kaidi. Like you think you guys are going to, and then just,
Like you're rushing things too early.
yeah, dates are not like the problem with us, us is that we like to rush things on a date. Okay, I think we don't really understand what a date is all about. When you go on a date, you're just going to know someone. You don't have to go there with intentions of, maybe yes, you can go with intentions of being in a relationship with the person, but then there are just sometimes that I'll emit energies that will just say, let's just be friends. Okay, and then you have to read between those lines. You don't have to like force things with that person because all you want is to be in a relationship. Focus on the energies of your partner, also the person that you're with. What energies are they emitting. So from there, if you know that, then you can definitely work something out that's beautiful and nice. And like forcing things, if you try to kiss me, I'll just hit your man and run.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Talking about rushing things, I feel there are some people who go like on the first date and they want to behave like, ish, we're already in a relationship, like this is happening, you and I, But that's yes, like it's a first date, and then they're already asking personal questions that you're supposed to ask when you're like in a relationship. So, yeah.
Oh, okay. Dating issues, relationship issues. I'm very innocent about these things. That's the more reason why I'm too quiet today, because
Okay.
I know a lot about these things, but
Wow.
I'm innocent of them. I'm not part of these things, and I'm quite certain that everyone can testify to this. So hey, it is quite an interesting topic, but we can't keep on going because we need to drink some water. We take a short break. We'll be back.
All right, welcome back to your show Limitless, and I'm still with my fellow beautiful ladies, and we're still talking about dating and relationships. So right about now, we're going to talk about on how one can rather prepare themselves on as they enter in a relationship. You know what I'm saying, ladies? Like,
how can you
prepare yourself? You want to start this journey with this
relationship.
person, so yourself.
What
now.
preparations
Since
must
we've
happen?
talked about
Me just alone, me,
the
me,
dating,
yes.
you just alone.
Okay. What?
So she's so intelligent. I thought she's going to be like, no, you guys, they sound so intelligent. But then she's like, what?
Okay.
She's asking the same question. Anyway, we continue. All right. So how can you prepare yourself to get into a relationship? I think I would concur with what Martha and Evelyn had said earlier to say, firstly, you need to embrace yourself, appreciate yourself fully, and just welcome yourself the way you are. Because if you do not appreciate yourself fully and welcome yourself the way you are, when you get into that relationship, you'd always be wanting the other to appreciate you, the other to credit you. And the moment that person doesn't appreciate you, then then you tend to have misunderstandings. So the best thing is, firstly, love yourself for who you are. Love yourself the way you are, just the way you look. Appreciate yourself. Do not want to be appreciated from the other. Because if you always want to receive appreciations from the other, then the time you want to be appreciated, you're going to start having challenges, or you start having problems to say, no, maybe this person no longer loves me, this person is seeing someone else, and
But then there are
whatnot.
I know people that didn't love themselves before they got into a relationship, and then their partner taught them how to love themselves. So are we still going to say you have to love yourself first before?
Okay, so when you've got this partner, I was almost saying this partner. No, pasta, you guys. Pasta. Okay. That's what I wanted to see, because I want to become
A pastor who loves you.
Okay. So when you okay, so if you have someone who loves you and that person has taught you to love you, it's okay. Because that person has shown you how to be in alignment with yourself. So someone who helps you to appreciate you for who you really are is okay. But the best thing is, firstly, learn to appreciate yourself for who you are. If you don't appreciate yourself, don't expect the other to appreciate you. Because at the end of the day, it's a two-way thing. Okay, so don't always want to receive, because even the other wants to receive. But when you have sufficient love and appreciation for yourself, obviously when you start receiving more love from that other person, it will obviously be excess. So the key point here is,
Jesus, you No, it's my music career, you guys.
Okay, that is music. All right, so the key point here is you have to be in alignment with yourself and appreciate yourself in the sense that even in the absence of the other, you can still appreciate yourself, move forward, and be able to get into another relationship. But if you don't appreciate yourself, when that relationship ends with that person, you start thinking as though that was the only person who loved you, that was the only person who appreciated you, therefore you can't go into another relationship, you're the ugliest person in the world.
No.
In the world.
Such things.
I dig on from what Chibesa just said. I think commitment also comes in because it takes two people for a relationship to work.
True.
You have to bear in mind that it's not always about you. You know, this time you're talking about two people. So whatever you do affects the other person. So commitment is one thing. And again, mindset. You now have to tell yourself, okay, I'm no longer single. I have this person who has come into my life. So your mindset also will have to switch. There are certain things that you need to start doing differently. Like I said, it's not all about you now. We're talking about two people.
So does it mean when I get into a relationship, I should completely do away with me, with what I do?
Not really that.
I'm not saying you should.
But then, you're in a relationship, Scenario. You're in a relationship. Obviously, there are certain things that you like to do that your partner won't approve of. Okay, so what does that mean? You have to compromise and stop being who you are or stop doing those things?
It determines the kind of things that you do actually. If they affect you negatively and that person doesn't like you doing those things, obviously it's because that person loves you and they only want to help you out.
I think it only becomes a problem if
people. Some people are just possessive.
Yeah.
Like, they don't want you to do your own things. They want to do their things.
Okay, now that's not love. I don't think that's love.
Because that's
I'm in a relationship.
So what is like?
Can I get
into a relationship minus loving someone? Or because there's a movie I watched, Love Comes Softly. Two people got married when they weren't in love, and then eventually they loved each other. So can I get into a relationship minus loving someone?
For some people, it works out.
Yeah, I was about to say that because from the way you phrased your question, you say it's this person who wants me to be doing what they want only and to deny myself fully. It doesn't work like that. If the person loves you, they have to accept you the way you are. And you also have to accept them the way they are. But then, if at all you're doing things that are negative, and it doesn't, please them, and they know to say it's not good for you as well.
Define negative.
Okay, something that is not good, bad things, that's negative.
Like,
drinking beer, going out for clubbing.
Is drinking beer a problem?
It determines with how much you drink your beer.
It's not a
And
problem.
how you
It's the
behave.
beer that you drink and how you behave when you
you're
drink
drunk.
your beer.
Oh,
Yeah,
so it's a problem.
yes,
Oh.
yeah.
It's a problem when you start misbehaving.
Yeah, she
So
sounds
what-
intelligent.
She is. I drink and sleep, and then they don't like it.
No, it is just.
Well,
What do they
I
want you
think
to be doing?
Okay, listen, guys. I think one thing we should also look at is when you get into a relationship, eventually you also prepare for marriage, not so. And when you get married to this person, it's not like you'll be doing exactly what that person wants, and it's not like that person will be doing exactly that which you want. But you have to let go of certain things in order for the
Compromise.
relationship to work out. You have to adapt. If the person doesn't want you drinking, don't drink. You won't die even if you drink.
Yeah, I'll
Moreover,
die.
your body wasn't meant for alcohol. No
I
arguments.
concur with her.
But Jesus turned water into wine.
Yes, he did.
Still.
Why is it written that you should be drinking wine?
Okay, if on the last supper those people drank wine.
Yes, it's the blood of Jesus. It
being
was
that
consecrated.
running away
In
from the
actuality,
topic.
it wasn't even wine. Why?
She's
Okay,
like,
let's
you
not
two are
argue
now.
about
It's-
beer. Let's not. Moving forward, we have trending stories, you guys. What's the first thing on the table today, Evelyn?
Okay, the first thing is that, sorry, Nainat, it's that a 17
Rest in peace, English.
no, English is okay.
Yeah,
Going
it's
back,
good.
a 17-year-old from Chibombo
Okay.
committed suicide because he withdrew a 200 kwacha from his mom's Airtel money account. It was like this,
Okay.
in a situation whereby the younger brother to the mother sent her a 350 kwacha for house upkeep, my groceries and everything you get. So then Mwana got his mom's phone. No, withdraw. Then his mom, upon withdrawing the money, kuisasanga ati muli 150. 150, you're the only one that has the pin. Did you get this money? Kukana. Oh, okay. Then she went back kuka Airtel booth. Then the agent disclosed to say, no, it was your son that came earlier. So upon going back on Okwisa Sangati, he ate keeping up maize, shanshan, that chemical. Oh. Yeah, midis, mataba, shivemba, like you said. Then that's when he started vomiting. Then he was rushed by the hospital. Then he was confirmed dead.
Because of
so over 200.
He would have just accepted.
Okay, moving forward.
All right, so a 27-year-old youth, a man from Kapimposhi, who was on the run,
okay,
raped his 57-year-old aunt.
At what?
Yeah.
Raped
at 20?
20 what?
27-year-old guy.
Oh,
man. 57.
He raped his aunt, who's 57 years old, in Kapimposhi.
Yeah.
Man, okay.
Okay, I'm also
how
thinking.
do you honestly ask such a question?
50 what?
57
then
and
you're
27.
Yes.
That's a difference of 30.
And Masharin.
That person is old enough to be the mother.
Grandmother.
Aunt already.
Aunt. What was going on in his mind?
Was she attractive?
I
Is
don't
there a
know.
backstory then as to what led to
I think there's a backstory.
Maybe.
There has to be a
has to-
backstory, you guys.
There has
Just
to
don't
be.
wake up and give your
Fine.
aunt. But wait, we said he was on the run. The man was on the run, so he obviously committed a certain crime. So
He handed himself Kaidi to the police. Now he was tired of running.
Or he went on the run after raping the
Yes,
Yes,
he went
the
on the run
aunt.
after
Then
raping the
he
aunt.
was- he
Then
got
took himself to
tired.
the police.
Now he did them quite.
oh,
I am here.
okay, it's really
auntie.
sad. It's really sad
Yeah.
that the lady was raped at such
Funny
an
and
age.
sad.
But
You shouldn't even be funny.
It's not funny. It's not.
Okay, why are you smiling? And why are you laughing?
No,
It's not
just
funny.
a shocking
It's
story.
just shocking, and then it doesn't make sense at the end of the day because he's 27 and the auntie is 57. So it doesn't make sense. But hey,
Such people
we
need
pray that
counseling.
such things shouldn't be happening in
Yeah.
our country because we are a Christian nation. So everybody
supposed
listening
to
to
have
me
a
out there,
girlfriend.
don't rape the other. If you want to do the doings, get married. Get yourself a wife.
Please.
Get yourself a man.
Thank
it's that
you.
simple.
You don't need an extravagant wedding, yeah? Just somebody and yourself.
Moreover, this is during Corona, so
Yeah.
You can just take yourselves to civic center.
you
see the
sign
man.
some
It's
papers
It's done.
and it's done. So it's really sad.
They both
Madam,
need
sorry.
counseling. Because I'm sure the aunt must be traumatized.
And what?
Yeah.
And that's the nephew.
This is someone who you look up to as a son.
Yeah.
Next story.
Okay, so we have 5 Unza students. I'm quite certain they're in their final year who have started up entrepreneurship. They are making some products. They have hand wash, dishwasher. Okay, bapanga masopo in short. Okay, yeah, so bapanga masopo. These people are under Kalumbila Multipurpose Cooperative Society, a society that has come forth to empower the 10,000
Yeah,
families.
5,000.
So Ababantu, they are encouraging every person out there to say, do not be stagnant, do not wait until the government employs you. Imagine these guys are students and already they've started, earning money of their own. They don't want to wait until the government employs them. So it is a lesson, I must say, to
It is.
everyone that we should not just be seated home every day.
I think it's a good initiative because they're also creating employment.
Yeah.
And they
for
didn't say
them.
they said it's not only for us, but it's for every youth out there. You are entitled to these things. Just come forth and join us, and then it is done.
At this point, dying poor is just a choice. Because
It is.
there are a lot of things that youths are doing now, and I must say it's a good move because it's a time where the 30 million is out there, so
Yeah.
everyone just wants a
what you
share.
literally get it.
Whatever
Everyone
it is
share.
that you're thinking about, this is a time to actually manifest it, so you can get that share, you guys.
True.
It's a good move.
Yeah,
Mind
it
yourself.
is. Sopo usikira mamba.
Gesha.
Yeah, chitaja.
There are a lot of soaps. Mchani. Next story.
This rock
To
star.
vote, eh?
So on our trending stories, okay, the last, is it the last one?
Yeah.
It is?
Yes.
For real?
No,
anyway,
for
so
fake.
the last story is the WhatsApp gift. What?
Mazali.
Mazad.
I want my 100 kwacha, you guys. So the person that made me join that group, please, 100 kwacha angani pase ni nene muntu. Give me my 100 kwacha. Evelyn,
Me with all the faith.
Evelyn introduced.
I invested the 100
introduced me
kwacha. I
to
mean, I
this.
don't want the 100 kwacha. I want the 600.
which 600?
Basically,
Mina
invest
sala
100
admin.
kwacha
Mina
then
sala admin.
Niku tukamnea kuinvest 100 kwacha kapesa 600. How?
Watch out for Victor, you
And
guys.
there was this girl who
And
was
do you
complaining
know-
on the news. Actually, they were making her pay 100 kwacha. So like she like paid for the whole week.
700.
700. Yeah, and that's your months.
Olwena ningena pabowa. You can't find me.
But
700.
which miracle? Niku tukamnea you pay 100 kwacha and aku that no. Maybe after 2 weeks you start earning this much where?
I think it's
There are no shortcuts in life, guys. There are no shortcuts.
And do you
That's
know
right.
how others were even doing it? You invest, ka? Then
I invite people.
You you invest. I send my Airtel money like that. Eh? If you invest, muli under group yanga na tumalinki tunaenda tutaboza tucha. You invest inaikakuwa na 600 mat. Yona nkuita na baba.
Ati pyramid scheme you ati whatever.
But you guys,
Yeah,
But then what
yeah.
happens to the last person? And this is what me and Martha were talking about the other day. You know, say, tell that person, okay, well, in slow go to invest 100 kwacha. When I get my 600, I'll pay you back double.
Uzamvela my story. And they even send you screenshots. No, I'm just from withdrawing my money. This thing is real. The problem is you guys are lazy, don't want to be rich. Like, okay, Kylie, since you have
Make
the money,
Invest for me. So
Then
that
kapanga, then
but okay, a
back.
lot.
It's true, you guys. Network
lost their
marketing
100
business is
kwacha
real.
and it.
But then, yeah, network marketing is real, but these fraudsters what? Defaming the
network marketing business. It's real, it's there, but then we have frauds, and because of these frauds,
At this point, we just don't
and
know.
we're
We
all
don't
just
know.
making
And we
money.
all
Yes,
have to
right
be
one.
careful. We have to be careful. Not really phones, eh? Problem we again with Zambians.
Problem
When you
again
hear
with
this,
you first.
With you first,
Because
so that
it
was
was
it on
you
your
were
inviting
guys.
us.
It was on
did
your
I do
guys.
that?
Look who's
Okay, did I call you to say, Martha, invest? Martha,
You inboxed the link.
Don't have mercy before they kill me.
Every day, it's real. Boza.
You know,
Ero ine kuna sana so sembe na joy.
you are all sinners.
Okay, so how much have you made from the same?
Yeah.
I don't even have the coin.
So wait, where is the person who invited you?
I don't know the person.
You just received the link and you followed
Yeah.
and you paid the 100 kwacha
A
and
whole
you started
100
initiating
kwacha.
your friends.
Oh
like
my
that.
God, I got back my 100 kwacha.
You
I'm
did?
telling you.
Oh,
I got
but
back my
it's
100
good
kwacha.
that the unsuspecting people out there, actually paid back the people that they got the 100 kwachas from.
Kylie,
The
they were
honest
just
ones.
depositing like your number. Kushtafe deposit my number. And you can even refund it back.
But sini kuziva, that's the thing.
I mean,
how do you go
Airtel
chilling
money
with
fee.
someone that you don't know?
All right, so anyway, they're done with the arguments. I wasn't part of this whole thing. As I said earlier, I'm very innocent. Ni mwana wa
The
Mulungu.
innocent one.
Very innocent. These guys, ubunangani.
So come
Well,
my stepchildren I'm long with.
And Jesus
ubunangani.
loves stepchildren.
Oh, it's okay.
When they are old.
Me, I'm the biological.
Really?
Yeah.
Where is it written? They're not all biologicals.
Oh,
If you can biological, who are we not to biological?
Of course. I conquer with you.
Anyway, we go on a short break. We'll be right back.
welcome back. We are still together, and this is Limitless, a youth show. Okay, so this is the entertainment segment, and last week on the entertainment segment, we had the hobbies. Someone confessed that she can sing. That was wonderful. That was wonderful. She's such an artist.
Of course. Oh, by the way, I found someone to manage me.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And I'm
Expect
not
my album anytime not this week, but next week. Probably next year, but yeah, soon.
And I'm
So now with
managing
that,
her.
bam, next week.
I'm managing her.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
Why would you manage me? You can't
Confronted
sing
me
yourself.
secretly.
I like that. I see what you're doing. Okay.
Let's go to the entertainment, please.
Okay, so on the entertainment segment today, it's more of sport because we are going to have quite an interesting game. This game is called
De Mama
Mama
De.
De.
Upside
I
down.
don't know what it's called in
It's
English.
been long.
Takwa msungu.
It's never been long. I always play it at home.
It's been long.
Which song need Day Mama?
De
And
Mama
then-
De.
No, it's Day Mama. And then in
You just
English,
learned De Mama De.
in
What do you
English,
mean? Much sungu in English? What are you
very
saying?
different which song in English.
Mm.
In English, it's, I'll tell you before we go. I'll have to find out the word. But hey, this is what we have today. It's quite interesting. I really want to see her jump around. Hopefully she's not going to fall down, especially her. 'Cause
Okay,
I'm
now
the
you're
genius
just
here.
now you're stereotyping. So because you think I can jump, or you think I can't do any sport,
You have to prove that.
I am touched to the core, you guys. I am touched.
All
The
right.
girl is fit.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
fit. I'm fit.
Yeah. You
I almost
you'll be
went for
shocked.
the Olympics. You know, just that I,
I
got
remember
sick.
you came
yeah,
out
I-
second.
Yeah.
No, I didn't even go there, so stop lying.
Oh.
I got sick.
Yeah, that was dying. In fact, both of you.
All right,
Anyway,
so
when we
catch
bring
us
up-
on the other side with the entertainment segment because she has a story to share.
That's what you were doing.
She was influential. But this one is overhyping.
I told you. Okay, thank you.
I want to see that now.
Stop watching.
Guys, I can't manage you guys. I'm sorry.
You guys are slow.
Hello. That was us doing the Mama Day there with the girls. Guys, I am so tired.
What an interesting game it was. Were you guys, happy? Were you happy you did it? I
No one told you to join.
I'm tired. And I told you guys earlier, say it's been long. Achapo cheka chiraira igaidi.
Iwenda too much
Children have been tired.
Mama.
Still, listen, kashiraira in yam flex, my day mama day, you jump, you go that side, you stab ganji, then you go under, you stand.
plus Chibesa was cheating.
Really?
Yes. Anyways, you guys, that's all that we had for you today. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you on the flip side next week.